nomination.
Well, he's gone from someone, hasn't he, who had a big profile in his sport, but wasn't that internationally recognised. And in 2008, obviously winning the gold medal, he became a bit of a poster boy. And the fact that he's also a qualified doctor adds a bit of class to the situation. I gather at the moment in London, you see his photograph everywhere.
Yes. London and indeed Britain as a whole is doing a great job about promoting the games, and it's super to give the opportunity to athletes who are probably from less familiar sports such as canoe and kayak, to give them that opportunity to develop a profile. I mean, we all know about athletics and swimming and gymnastics, which are traditionally high profile Olympic sports, but it's great the media attention has covered a lot of the other smaller sports, so we're delighted to see lots of new faces, and indeed faces from our sport on the picture boards and in the back pages of the broadsheets.
And then in the Olympics, clearly not every single distance can be developed, can it? They're having for the first time the 200 metres. What's that going to add?
Well, I tell you, Matt, that was a great decision by the ICF to push for the inclusion of the 200s. You know, that's what the spectators will love. If you think about who will come to watch the games, you probably have a public, a large percentage of the public who won't know a lot about canoeing. They want to come, they want to have a good time, they want to get excited, and they get all that over the short and snappy 200.
That's 32 seconds of sheer adrenaline.
It's eyeballs out.
They haven't had, they're putting aside the 500 metres, and the women are only going in the 200s and 500s, so I suppose some sports have to miss out. Do the athletes get a bit disappointed?
For sure. I mean, for those athletes who love the 500s for the men, which has come out of the programme, I'm sure they will miss it, particularly if they were dominant in that class. But sport moves on, and we have to be aware of the global media audience that's watching and provide good entertainment and great spectacle. And I'm sure that's what we've got. We have the tradition of the 1,000 metres here, and we have the legacy and the history, but we have the new in-your-face, the upfront, funky, modern 200 metres, and it's doing a great job for us.
And this sport, the thing I like about it, fairly new to sport obviously myself, is that the medals from the last Olympics were spread right across the board. Obviously it's a Europe dominates to go through the thing. Germany got 2 golds, as well as Hungary and Belarus. 1 gold, however, was to Spain, Russia, Australia, Great Britain, UK and China. So really a lot of countries in a chance, even in this Olympic Games, to get medals here.
Absolutely. And on any given day, anything can happen.
Quickly, let's talk about the boats, because I suppose in the last 20 years the boats have definitely come on. They're ultra lightweight now, made of carbon fibre, and it really helps the times as well.
For sure, you know, technology advances. We see it in Formula One racing all the time, and the same happens in our sport. So this is the men's K2 1,000 metre final.
Lots to look out for. We have Italy, Canada, Germany, Slovenia, Hungary, Germany, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, and it's going to be difficult to look past lane 6, Martin Hollstein, Andreas, Ihle. They seem to be in control when they want to be.
And that previous shot there just identified that they had already taken out a small lead. However, the boat in camera with the stripes on it, would that be the Slovenians there? But we'll wait and see. There we have Hollstein and Ihle. Well, no surprise there.
That's lane number 6 already after a couple of 100 metres there. Half a boat lane ahead.
Looking very comfortable. These guys have been working together for a long time. They're current Olympic champions, and, well, as I say, they're very experienced.
At the moment, they got a very good time in the semi-finals yesterday. That's Olivier, Cauwenbergh and Lawrence, Pannecoucke from Belgium. Yes, they look like they're really pushing out in the first few 100 metres.
And I'm sure they'll be delighted to have qualified for the games as well. As we look at lane number 8, that's the Norwegian pair of Salbu and Solhaug. That's the other German pair, Stroinski and Gleinert, out there in lane 3. But I think the Belgians are leading at the minute.
So they did very, very well in qualification. So they've got a lot of form at the moment. Not too far away from home as well. We're coming for you live from Duisburg in Germany.
And again, the guy in the front of the boat of the K2, he sets the rhythm, and the boat and the guy in the back, he's the engine room driving the boat on as they cross through the 500.
A minute and a half to go. So far, Belgium, Cauwenbergh and Pannecoucke are leading with half a boat lane's advantage.
But as expected, they are being threatened by the German, Hollstein and Ihle. And in 3rd place, the Hungarians in lane 5, Dombi and Kokeny are right there as well. That's the Norwegian pair again in your camera shot. But look, it's neck and neck.
As you predicted, 400 metres to go, and they're making their move as they pretty much always do. It's Martin Hollstein, Andreas Ihle from Germany.
Hollstein in the front of the boat, but that's Pannecoucke, Cauwenbergh.
Still holding on. They had a great start. They were leading for most of the race, but as we come into the last 250 metres,
You see the Belgian boat is short stroking a little bit as they're being put under pressure by the Germans. That's very hard when you've been overtaken. Let's see how they respond, but I think that the Germans are looking very strong. Martin Hollstein looking very relaxed in the front of that K2.
But even at the bottom of the picture, Markus, Oscarsson and Henrik Nilsson from Sweden, they're putting in a good performance.
Absolutely, the Swedes are quality pairing, but this is the Germans head on as they push for the line coming into the last 100.
And it's fairly close. It's closer than we thought, with 3 boats in a line.
Germany, Hungary and Sweden.
Hungary is Dombi and Kokeny, but it looks like just a metre or so in the lead, but very quickly coming at the bottom in Sweden. But it looks like Germany have done enough to hold on, with Sweden coming very, very fast at the bottom. Germany does enough to hold on. They take the victory. Martin Hollstein, Andreas Ihle. It's going to be very difficult to call second and third, because Sweden, they really came quickly in the last 20 metres.
I think Hungary got the second place there, Matt, with Sweden third. But again, you know, a burn from Hollstein and Ihle in the last 30-40 metres, and that secured the victory for them.
That's what they're calling on the unofficial timing, as you correctly predicted. It looks like Germany first, that was clear. Hungary second in lane 5, and third, very, very close behind, was Sweden in lane 9. Yeah, that's fairly clear.
And you can see the Germans there leaning back, shooting the bow over the line, trying to make it just move that bit quicker, and that gave them a win just ahead of the Hungarian pairing, Rudolf Dombi, and of course the very, very experienced Roland Kokeny. See, timing and tempo so important in K2 racing.
It must be difficult for all the other teams to know that whatever they do, they're going to have the Germans in the last 50 metres, that they're going to be up there.
Well, these guys really move the barriers of the sport forward, and that's what you want in any sport. They want them to keep pushing and lowering times, almost in the same way Usain Bolt has done for athletics in the 100 metres. That's what we want from the best in the world. And when you get to be the best in the world, you're the benchmark for everyone else to aspire to and overtake. So
how do they work out the weight? Are they both the same size, or do you have the brains in the front and the power at the back?
Well, as I say, the front guy, his role is really to set the tempo, the stroke rate for the boat. He'll typically call whenever the pace is to change up the stroke rate, and the guy behind, he adds the muscle, and he's really the engine room.
Here we have the confirmed result. It's Germany win from Hungary, Sweden, Slovenia, very, very close, just what, 0.03 of a second behind, and Belgium, Norway.